Who's ready for the best damn podcast of their life? Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham reaction for match day 5. Wrexham fall 3-1 at home to Stoke Keras to QPR, Queen's Park Rangers. We got Gerd at home. And it was an absolutely frustrating game with some positives in there, but also some very frustrating moments in there too. So we're going to walk through that a little bit, talk to the stats, talk what we think. I know we had a great, by the way, what a fantastic comeback to extra time. Shout out to Patty and everyone that came in there. A couple debuts there too, which is awesome, and great game day build up. But the game result is not what we wanted today. And there's lots to kick around about. Habs was in there today too. I'll have my say. We'll walk through this Parkinson interview that's happening. We get into, and also there's a Ben Sheaf interview we're going to talk about too. But yeah, it's oh god, there were some really good moments there. Really frustrating things. Parkinson, I listened to his interview briefly, some of it, and I had to shut it off because I was like, what? He said we started the game out good, but let's let him have his say. But overall, here's my overall take. Yeah, is it a big wake-up call again? For me, yes. My fear is that we're digging a hole for ourselves. We can't get out. That said, we haven't seen our full squad. We don't have all our guys back from injury. We're going to have injuries throughout the season, and these teams are not afraid of us. QPR just came into our house, sat down at our table, and ate our fucking food. Sorry, Mom. There you go. They came in, and they ate our food, and they said, what's up? What else? You got any more? What's in the liquor cabinet? Okay, great. I'm going to go. I'm just going to take a shower. And came into our house and didn't care. Didn't care. They were more clinical than us at times. And, we showed moments, but literally they came into our house, sat down at our table, and ate our food. That's it. And they didn't care. And afterwards, they celebrated on our pitch to their traveling support. Good for them. Put that in your brain. Put that on your shoulder. And this league was never going to be easy. But the good news is it's only game 5. Okay, it's only game 5. The bad news is it's only game 5, and we have so many I would say holes to fill still with the players that we got in, that they need to get in. And I think Parkinson right now sometimes being a little bit too conservative with his lineup. Today, I saw the lineup. I was like, nope, not doing it. I didn't like it at all. What's up, Eric Hahn? How you doing? Mike Shane's in the house. Leaping Sarah's in here. Jeffy G. Habs here. Wayne's here. Awesome. Get in. Let's have your say. Get to the chat. I know we had a extra time for the call-in show, but get into the chat. I want to get your thoughts. It's all about all of you in this. But I'll have my reaction too. But I mean, smash that like button, subscribe to the Local Pundit, become a member if you're not a member of the channel yet. It really helps us out, keeps everything pumping. But yeah, I'll get into some quick stuff right near here too. What's up, Andrew? How you doing? Good shouts to you, by the way, too. Just gonna give some brief top of line stuff too. Match result 3-1. Obviously, the view that own goal, Connor Cody. Everyone went after Connor Cody today. You know what? Park that shit. Park the Connor Cody stuff. All right. We'll talk. I'll talk about what was going on in the defensive shape and what was happening, in my opinion. Richard Kone, QPR, 44th minute, an unbelievable goal. We were trying to see out that the end of the first half. Kone, absolute stud. Great goal by him. A really great goal. You got to give him credit for that. But I got to tell you, we should have done better. The midfield, I think, was not midfielding today, although I think that Dobson had a fantastic match. Kiefer Moore pulled one back for Wrexham, as he did in the 67th minute. Burrell with a hustle out, all of a sudden the back of the net. 75 minutes, just sealed it. What a great goal by him, chipping the keeper. And AO was like, should I come? Should I go? He was like a Ross and Rachel thing happening. And what a great move by them. Aggressive. Again, came into our house, sat down, ate our fucking dinner, went upstairs, decided to take a shower, didn't care, hung out for a little bit, checked the liquor cabinet, and walked out of the Stoke Keras with 3 points. And that's what happened today. Although I'll say the attendance was 10,608. Didn't hear much of our crowd until we scored. It was really quiet. It was really quiet. I'm going to say that. Yeah. Mike Shane. Mike Shane, after watching for 5 years, we all know Parky's style. I haven't seen the ability to change. Maybe a new players will help him reconsider. We have some players on the bench. That is the good news, is that we have players on the bench coming back from injury that will change the squad around. I thought Parkinson today should have been a little more brave with his squad choice. And I'll just say it flat out. I love McLean. He's been a servant. He is not a starter in this league. He fucked up our entire back line in regards to pulling people out of position. Matty James was not on speed today. Okay, that's another part. Pulling people out of position. Same thing over and over and over again. Ball. They could have scored. This could have scored 4 or 5. We could have scored 4 or 5. That's the frustrating part. That's why it says must improve. Kiefer Moore can't do it all. We need Windass back. We got to find out what Broadhead's about. This and a fair play to Habification said the mythical creature that is Thomason. Haven't seen him. Don't know anything about him. High him. All these things. I mean, all this will come to fruition. Yeah, we're not getting panic stations, although we were 6s and 7s at the back for most of that game. And there's much to talk about. There's much to break down. There's more positives than there is negative. But Parkinson in his interview saying, we had some good moments. We can't live off moments. We have to live on good football, moving the ball faster, getting the ball up the pitch, passing the ball quickly, 1-touch, 2-touch pass, being aggressive, overlap play, not going to the same thing over and over and over again. Ball in the middle, goes out wide to Longman, tries to get the ball in the box, headed away. Ball in the middle, goes out wide to Barney, 2 men on him. Barney tries to do too many, cross in, who is a pinpoint crosser, but they're going to eat that up in this league. The guy, Mbembo, whatever his name was, he was 6 feet shorter than Kiefer Moore and was winning headers over him. It's predictable, and that is my problem. It's predictable. Parkinson needs to get his I'm just going to say something mean. I'm not going to say it that way. Parkinson needs to improve this now. Next week, an improvement. I thought today would have been that. I know coming off a break of the international break is difficult, but he needs to literally sit down with his team and said, okay, how do we fix this now? We could dig ourselves a hole. Patty said it earlier. The numbers we're getting right now are not relegation for him, but we are battling in that we're just tickling the taint of the drop zone. All right, and we don't want to do that. We don't want to swirl Turd Ferguson in there. So let's just. I'm not saying slow down, but you have to call stuff out. You can't just sit here and be like, yeah, great loss. No fucking way. I'm not taking that. I'm not taking it. Big super chat here, too. This is what happened when you have 20 million on the bench. Yes. Yeah. Play the players. Play them. Play Longman on the left. Barney on the right. Maka was useless today. Absolutely useless. Forward, back, come at me. I don't care. I love him. Useless. Not up for the league. Not up for it. I'm sorry. He fucked our entire back line up. Cody was out of position, which brought Doyle out of position. Matty James was a disaster. An absolute disaster. Anyone would have seen that in 5 minutes. Anyone. And again, the good news is that we kept battling. We did. The team's never going to give up on the team's never going to put their head down and be like, shit, we're not going to lose a game. We could have won that game too. We could have. Didn't feel that way, but we could have done that. We could have done better in several parts of this match. Again, I'm going to shout out to Big AO. Thank you for the super chat, Steve Bart. Shout out to AO making several fantastic saves today. Several. Not that we didn't think he couldn't do that, but several. Maybe a couple he could have grabbed. His punches away were good. He was strong. But the Kone couldn't do anything about it. The own goal, sloppy goal. Just absolutely just mud pie. Stepped in it. You got poop on your shoe. You bring it in your car, and then you bring it in your house. It was everywhere. You smelled it for the next 10 days. That's how bad that was. That goal was absolute piss. Piss poor. And I don't want to lose matches. I'm not cool if you lose matches. I'm not great. I'm not going to be the guy sitting here and turn on this club but I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like losing. I don't like us losing and saying, shucks, we'll get him next time. No, We have players. We spent 30 million pounds on players. And yes, they're just coming back. Got to blend them in, all this crap. But we're what I'm most frustrated about is that we are better than this. We're better than this. Yes, everyone's going to say, Wrexham, we told you so. The championship is it's tough. No shit. No shit. But we got to pull our heads out and we got to do better. It's a big wake-up call. ... Again, exclamation point. Again. We can't go off. We had some good moments. We had some good moments. You know, it was good. It was good. See, it was good. Park. Yeah, it was great. We had some good moments. We lost the fucking game. We're dropping points like someone's dropping trout. Just saying. Application. We've all changed our style of play. We are more aggressive attack side with more possession. Yes, we had 60% possession. Almost. We had 21 shots. They hit 15. We had 21 shots. 21 shots. Couldn't put them away. Some of those will go in. Unlucky on some. Yes. But we're too one-dimensional. We're too one-dimensional. And that said, we're too one-dimensional. We don't have to be. We will get the players are on the bench or coming back from injury that will change the style of play even more. But today, Saturday, September 13th, I'm not happy. I cannot sit here and just be, it's cool that we lost the game, bro. It's great. Let's go to the pub. Cool. No, we put too much time and effort into supporting the club. Just like, it's cool, yo. Thumbs up. Not doing it. Just not doing it here. Andy Wilkinson, you guys played well today. QPR supporter. Thanks, Andy. You guys played well today. We had better championship knowledge. That was the difference. I thought one negative is that you were quite one-dimensional. I didn't even see that comment. Andy, awesome. Thanks for coming in, bro. Love it. And you guys, honestly, you stuck to your guns. You made good subs. You guys were aggressive. The Burrell goal was absolutely aggressive, like an absolute goal where you put out effort and you're going to get goals. Oh, sorry, who's yeah. I gotta say, you came and did a job on us. You came and you did a job. Just send it to a friend. And honestly, you deserved it. We could have deserved it on a different day. Maybe things go a different way. That's what I was wondering. New or same old? I'm new still. Eric, Eric, have your say, brother. Have your say. Like I needed another reason to drink. Bart, drink responsibly, but Jesus H. Yeah. Maybe I'm going on a rant today. Okay. Is this a rant? Maybe I'm going on a rant today. Maybe I'm on a rant today. I don't know. John Hills, what's up, dude? Also, can't spend 20 M's on players and expect them all to start and be amazing. They haven't even trained with the team more than one strike. I'm not saying that. I get it. I get it. But playing Maka at left wing back is astronomical. Astronomically, just not a good idea. Not a good idea. I'd rather have Brunt out there, to be honest with you. Honestly, I would. It just ruined the whole back line. Application says O'Brien had to cover more work for Klein. Yes, he did. That's good, but he is too slow. O'Brien has speed on him, and Matty James was non-existent. Yes, Matty James is a good player. Matty James is a good player, but his pace was non-existent today. You're right. Dewey, sorry for a broken record, but they need speed on the pitch. Yes, get Kabore. We had Kabore. Mm-hmm. Mike Shane, anyone can see but Parky, I guess. I'm way behind on all the chat here, by the way. I apologize. We had 38 crosses. We had 30. Is that the Mike Shane? Where did you get that stat, bro? Where did you get that stat? I'm where? 38 crosses? You can't. What is this? All gonna go shot? All gonna Solskjaer? Like what? 38 crosses? There's no way. Is someone being too nice from conversation last week? I think ruthless is not enough. Okay, I agree with that too. I got no alert. So squirrel. There you go. I miss Rathbone. Yeah, Dewey. Give him, maybe we'll see. He'll be back in a bit. Rant. Here we go. Yep. Jeremy Williams. Now we know what doesn't work. No, I think the crosses do work. Are you? Hold on 1 second. I'm getting two things up. Are you in? I think the crosses do work, but we can't just rely on going down the right side. Great comment in Wrexham time, and yes, I do listen. When Maka did come off, we moved Longman over to the left. Longman was sitting there. It was just like, hey, bring it to the left. No, it was all going to Barney. It was all going to Barney. You know, I said during the show, during the live watch along, I was like, are they doing that because because they want to like block him from the sun rather than going and balancing it? I don't know. Sorry I'm late. Almost didn't drop in. Really tired of Parky's rigidity. Listen, we got to support the team. We got to battle through this. Parkinson has to figure this out. He does. He absolutely has to figure it out. We are too predictable in our attack and no creativity in the midfield. I was very impressed with Dobson's league, Sarah. He was on the verge of looking like Rathman. Dobson put himself about. Dobson knows. I'll tell you right now. Dobson knows right now. He knows that his spot is in jeopardy. We are the strongest right now. Our strongest positions is our midfield. I know that everyone's not fully fit, but our strongest positions right now are our midfield, and maybe center half, maybe a little bit too. Well, our strongest positions is our midfield, and you can't fault Dobson. He did all he can today. We were getting pulled all over the place. They just worked it. Credit to QPR. Steve Barton's doing Steve Barton things, giving 5, 10 local pundit Wrexham AFC podcast memberships. Get him while they're hot. I appreciate it. And he also says Kabore is on the bench. It's like the Yankees hiring Aaron Judge for batting practice. I think he thought I'm not defending it because I'm actually pissed that we didn't get to see him. Is that I think he probably thought honestly that he brought him back. He just came back from international duty and he don't want to risk him. Something I don't know. I'll tell you this too. With Kakache having a hamstring injury, whatever it is, they said he damaged his hamstring. I don't know what that means. I mean, I know what it means in theory, but that's troublesome. Got to get this guy fit. We got to sort out that left wing back because it's screwing up our entire back line. Just an absolute disaster. And it's screwing up our midfield and it's screwing up the balance of the offense. It really is. Jeremy says, to be fair, it was the first time some of these guys played together. No more cohesion. I understand that. Talent should rise. Dobson and AO were great. I think man of the match was Kiefer Moore, who can't fault Kiefer Moore. Nothing more the guy can do. He can put more goals in the back of that. Nothing more the guy can do. Only 5 games. Okay. We were much better than we saw. I agree with that too. Even though AO made that mistake, he kept it between 5 or 6. Absolutely, Dan Moore. I totally agree with you. Should we listen to Parkinson a little bit? See how much we can take of it? Let's see. There we go. Let's see what he has to say.
Do you reflect back on today's defeat? I thought we started the game well. I was pleased how we looked in the early exchanges. And we had kind of a scrappy kind of period in the game. And that resulted in the goal, which was a scrappy goal to concede. I don't think we can describe it.
You can. It's sloppy goal. And by the way, Kone's goal was the best goal of the game. Andy Wilkinson, it was.
The other way than that.
Sloppy goal.
It was a moment when you look at the touchline and think, how's that ball ended up in the back of our neck? And you could have been stronger to have dealt with that and just cleared our lines more aggressively. And that allowed us gone in bravely to score the goal.
Interesting enough, that's been our problem this entire season. Clearing our lines has been just like hoof it, like get rid of it, like a hot potato. It's not. There should be more calmness at the back there. We have experienced players back there, not to just the ball into the back of the net because we were. It was just. It's a freak. It's a freak thing that happens. I wouldn't say it's sloppy.
And then we've still had good moments in the first half. We've had some really good moments to score, and we haven't taken them. And the second goal, from their point of view, is a very good team goal. From our point of view, that everyone was 5 yards away from where they needed to be in that build-up play from them, and we got punished for it. Great.
Okay, that scares me right there too. Not 1 yard off the pace, 5 yards off the pace, 5 yards away where we need to be. It's coaching. 5 yards, not 1, 5 yards. 5 yards.
From Kone.
Great finish by Kone. Sorry, I have to put this up because I have to give the just desserts. Kone's goal was awesome. Awesome. A great goal. And Steve Barton, absolute legend. He's got to go play darts, but he puts it in for the hair dye. $50 super chat. Massive. Got the pink. We got the pink in there, which means it's huge. Thank you, Steve Barton. Appreciate you, my friend. On a downer day, that brings it up. And you're absolute legend. All of you in the chat as well. All right. Thank you very much. Let's see here. Keep going here.
Felt that we could get back in the game. I really did, because we looked like we could play. We did with a brilliant goal from Kiefer. And we've had a lot of other moments in the game, scrambles in around their box where it just didn't quite go in, and they've cleared it, similar to the opposite which happened in their first goal. But the third goal really knocked the stuffing out of us. And when you look at that goal, we were kind of attacking in and around their box. 15 seconds later, the ball's in the back of our net, and it was a real
great hustle goal
for us. Because at that moment at 2-1, the crowd are right behind the lads, and they could sense us getting back in the game.
I'll tell you what right now too. So he just gave away what he thought at halftime. At halftime, Parkinson kept the same side out because he felt we had opportunities to go win that game with that team out there, which is why Macca came out for the second half. He should have never came out for the second half. He should have never came out. But he should have. I mean, yes, we did get a goal back, but ultimately we did lose the match. We did lose the match. Okay. The criticism here is that you should have seen what the problems were and reacted sooner. That's not what he does. I understand that. But we need to evolve. The wake-up call is there. If it's not working, you need to solve it faster. And it was paper cuts over the course of the match of little things that kept happening. Going down the right side, getting pulled out, pulled back, all those things. But Parkinson, you got to give him credit. You got to give Parkinson credit for this. He believed what he saw in the first half enough in his side that he put out there, which is what he says, that we can go and get goals and win the match. So you have to give Parkinson massive cojones on that to say, you know what? I think we can come back with this squad right now. Not with the guys on the pitch. Got to give him credit for that. I don't care. And then you know what? Parkinson's done it over and over and over again. Big proven winner. National League, League 2, League 1. Now it's the championship. But he needs to evolve as well. He does. He needs to evolve as well. We'll get back to that in a second. Andy Wilkinson says, if I'm a Wrexham supporter, I would have been a bit disappointed with the keeper. You will be fine this year. You have a good team. We have time to settle. This league is brutal. The league is brutal. It's the freaking Eiffel Tower of leagues. It's the Eiffel Tower. Getting it from both sides. I mean, it's great. Josh, this game is actually turning your hair gray. Leaping Sarah, maybe not. I'm only 22 years old. How could it get gray so early? It's probably the lighting. It's probably the lighting. Thank you, Sarah. Jeremy agrees with me. And Aaron's box, O'Brien, Schaaf, Windass, Broadhead, with more up top. That's the formula. I like that. That's very good. All right, let's finish out Parkinson here. He's got another 2 minutes of this, but we'll see.
I know we're still in the early stages of the season currently, but in your opinion, what do you think the difference has been at home in terms of the league matches so far?
Well, I think if you go back to the West Brom game, for instance, start the second period, we were right in it. We looked like the team we could win it. One moment, clinical finish, could we have done better, of course. So it's just both ends of the pitch, obviously, being clinical at one end. And being stronger as a group in terms of our unit work and the structure of the team, but also in key moments in and around our goal. And that's punished us today. Millwall, I thought we were great in that department. I thought we were kind of showing up.
Why which other so okay. Just give me a second. So this annoyed the shit out of me. Key moments. Let's talk about fine margins. Fine margins, key moments, same talk. That's football, all the things. I'm a little frustrated. I think he's frustrated. I think he knows we can do better. He said on both ends of the pitch, and I agree with him. But that doesn't mean we can't figure this out. Okay, as we are dropping points, it doesn't mean we can't figure this out. But he is. You can tell he's frustrated. He doesn't want to lose at home. Guy never wants to lose. But you can tell that he's frustrated. These fine moments, could have done better here, could have done better there. We got to improve fast. Last year, remember what he said? He said that when we were in League One, he said, teams like can't lose. They need to recover quickly. Like they can't just go into a 6-run defeat, 5-1 win. You can't do that. We need to recover quickly. And yes, the proper peanut butter and jelly formula, whatever he needs to figure out, the right kind of peanut butter, the right kind of jelly on the right bread to get that perfect bite. He's still trying to figure out that perfect bite. Whatever food analogy you want to use, get a little bit of the mashed potatoes on there, a little bit of the steak, a little bit of sauce, and get that perfect bite. He's got to figure out the perfect bite with this team. And it's hard because we have injuries and players just come back from the friggin' international break, which we use probably to get players healthy, and then Kakachi goes down again. But he's got to figure out the perfect bite for this team. He's got to figure out that accoutrement to get it right. Steve Barton says the real blame is not signing Kone. Super chat. I don't know if I would have signed Kone. I think Kone is a great absolute stud, but Kiefer Moore is pretty good too. What's up, TL Pierce? And Sean Bartlett says, as soon as I saw the lineup, I was underwhelmed. That's exactly what I thought. I went midnight to 6. I'm telling you, Ruth's in the house. If he tries to put Kakachi and Kapori and O'Brien and Shafe and Windass into his winger offense, it's like putting square pegs around holes. I didn't say that. He's got to put them. We bought players in the right positions, by the way, just so you know. Hab says, I would not put McLean and Matty James in. We have to use Kapore, Longman, and Barnett as the wing backs. Leap and Sarah says she thought AO looked lost and anxious, not impressed. I'm too hard on the team. Fine margins is right. You had many good. We did have many good chances. We did. We didn't put them away. But I'll tell you, Andy, I've seen 5 games of good chances not putting away our chances. 5 games. Could have done better. All that shit. And we might come good. I think we will. I believe in this club. I believe in Parkinson. I believe in the team. I do. I'm just saying, when you watch, you kick every goddamn ball. You run, we do this. You have to be critical. You can't just sit here and I told you, just sit here and be like, thumbs up, bro. Cool. Lost the game. It's great. I don't want to play that. I'm not happy to be here. I'm happy we're here, but I'm not here to make up the numbers. And I don't think Parkinson is either. I'm sure that halftime he went in on everybody. Thank you very much, Andy. I appreciate you. Issa Kabore, better start next game. Hopefully. We will come good. Patience is required. Fine. But today's today. You got to talk about today. Can't talk about mythical creatures, about we'll come good. Today we lost. Today we lost the match. So, and you have to take that in.
Massive improvement and deservedly got the win. But we've been punished, and that is the division as well. We know that. If, like on the second goal, we're not quite where we should be, out of possession.
He knows. Parkinson knows.
Chasing when we're not.
If you think I'm being harsh, how harsh do you think Parkinson's being on the guys? If you think I'm being harsh, seriously, he's in them. He's in their shorts, super wedgie, on their ass. What the were you doing? Why were you not there? He's doing it too. He knows. We have to improve. We have to improve.
Set to do that, then you can get picked off.
There was a debut for Ben Sheaf today with Issa Kabore and Dom Hunt.
I did say J.R. Ho. I will get that in a second.
And both on the bench. Is it going to take time to get them integrated?
Well, we brought in a lot of players, and we always knew this early to start the season that it's going to take time to get what we want.
Fair enough.
And get the lads all settled into a new environment. A lot of players have moved into the area, houses, moving houses, families up into the area. So of course, it's never going to be plain sailing. However, And after the win against Millwall, we felt we were getting there. And a lot of.
I want to pause right there. I got to give him credit for this. No other manager in any up and down the league is talking about these guys just moving into new homes. They just moved into the area. They have families. No other manager is talking about that. So this is what I love about Parkinson. He is a good manager. He understands that the logistics, like this isn't Football Manager or EAFC 26. There are things that come into play to come to a club and to start playing for a new team. There's distractions. Trust me. Look, my whole fucking life is a distraction at this point. Trust me. I get it. To focus on your job, that's hard to do. Like I said, I mean, everyone has distractions. He's talking about all these players, the 13 players we brought in, including Danny Ward, adjusting to the club. So it will take time. That's what I love about Parkinson. It's not just about what's exactly on the pitch. He knows this, but at the end of the day, he's got a lot of pressure on him to win football matches. To put the best side out there available. But I do appreciate what he's saying. Guys are coming in. They're buying homes. They're moving into the area. That's important. Like I said, they're not robots. They are human beings. And that's why, you look at it, it's like, they are going to take time. But at the end, you have to do a job. Again, I reiterate to you, my whole life right now currently is duck on a pond. And it's distracting. But you got to focus on what's on your day-to-day. And it's tough. I understand that. But and I appreciate what he's saying. I do. But he still has to go out there and perform, and the guys have to do that too. And I think what I'm hearing from what he just said right there, hearing that for the first time, he's protecting some of them. And that's part of the job being a manager too, but he also needs to go win football matches. I'm sorry. It's true. And I respect it. I might not like it, but I respect it.
Play was decent today. We were decent. A lot of our
Glenda.
attacking play is good, but unfortunately, we can't keep conceding goals like we've done at home.
Just finally, you're back on the road again next weekend with a trip to Norwich. What's going to be key on the training pitch next week ahead of that one?
Well, first of all, to get the lads you just mentioned, Izzy obviously hasn't trained with us yet.
Kabori didn't train with us.
Only trained on Thursday, so I was only going to use him towards the end because he had that setback with his calf, and Josh Windass and George Thompson will have a good week's training. So that's going to be an important week for us this week.
So he said Broady, I believe, so Broadhead.
We'll get those lads ready and go down to Norwich and put in performance like we did at Preston and at Norwich.
Thanks, Phil. Phil, how do you reflect?
Fair enough on all that. I'm going to bring it down a little bit, get to the chat. Fair enough. Fair enough. Listen, we're a fucking fan channel. You know what I mean? We're not gonna. We're gonna support the club. We're gonna criticize it. We're gonna be happy about it. We're gonna celebrate it. We're gonna have honest opinion here too. I got he's not happy about that. He's not happy about that. He knows, but there's levels to what's going on. There is levels. There's levels to what's going on, but he does need results. I don't know. I want to ask y'all this too. And I'm going to get to the Shafe interview, which I thought Shafe had some good touches too. And I'm not starting to park you out brigade, but I want to know, do you think he's under any pressure? I know he's under his own pressure. I don't think he's under any pressure at all. I don't think he's going anywhere. He's putting probably self-imposed pressure on himself. But, he doesn't want to sit at the bottom and battle, for the turd Ferguson to go down. No. I think we have a very good squad, but I want to know what kind of pressure you think Parkinson is under. Do you think it's on his own pressure? Do you think there's any, do you think he is under any, like, oh, shoot, another 10 games and we're still, in the relegation zone or near it? I don't know. What do you think? I want to know what I don't know if that's good where your job is just safe no matter what. You get complacent. That's what I'm asking. Again, is he complacent? Do our fans want a new manager? No, they don't. I don't think we do. But it's growing pains, not under pressure. I agree. I think it's growing pains. And again, I'm having a conversation because I want to have the conversation. Ted says, in my opinion, Parkin's good for 2 years before he is worried about his job. I agree with that too. I agree with that. The reason our defense is weak and exposed is because our central midfielder is weak. Teams are walking straight to our midfield and destroying our defense. Perfect example was the second goal today. That's a good shout, Junior Ho. That's a good shout. I think you were in the Wrexham time as well. Good shout right there, too. John Hills is going off there. It says need results. And what's up, Glenda Bursey? Dominic Hyam needs to start every game and solidify our backline. We need a solid backline and solid midfield, too. I hope we shake up the lineup for next Saturday, Jeremy. And Eric says, right, he wants to win. He is on them, ruthless. He does know undercom exterior. He does know that undercom exterior. Yes, Eric, I agree with you. And this is one of Junior Ho. Parky is too old school style, modern championship league. Too much commitment to McLean and James. We have better players on the bench, McLean and James onto the bench. There you go. That's a good shout. Terry Ankle says he was manager of Southern. It was rubbish. Well, yeah. JB65's in the house. Hi, Josh. Hey, everybody. It was a shitty day. This was. Well, we are unpacking it right now. No pressure after match 5. Parky is not at risk. I agree with that. And I said, we're just having a conversation. This is not a Parky outrage. I just want to know if you think he's putting pressure on himself to do good. That's what I want to know. I think Parkinson is. And that's just the type of guy he is. I think he'll figure this out. I think Parkinson's going to figure this out. Again, I really do. And maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. But I think Parkinson will figure it out. I don't think any of the other teams feel sorry for us. We have 4 points. After all these years, Parky believes in his style, whether he is threatened or not. That's true, Mike Shane. And the midfield is allowing teams to run our defense, and our defense's pace struggles with that. Yes. Look. Good shot, Matt Way. What's happening is it's supposed to move in synergy. Okay, the back line is supposed to move in synergy. The wingers are getting up forward and they're leaving exposed at the back. They're getting spread out. The back 3 are getting spread out, leaving Cody in the middle of the park, pushing out Doyle to move up to cover when they push down that right side. Midfield not tracking back enough for me. Dobson's actually doing the job of 2 men right now, and so is O'Brien. O'Brien and Dobson are actually doing the job of 2 men. O'Brien and Dobson, hear me out, are doing the job of 2 men because other guys are being pulled out of position, and it's because we're not balancing the play out enough. Maka was getting attacked. Max, I thought did a good job today. Did a good job today pushing forward a bit, being offensive. It's just not clicking because we don't have the pace and they're not afraid of us. They're not. The teams are not afraid of us. They know our weakness. They know what we're going to do on offense. They know our weakness. Can it improve? Yes, we have the players to go improve that. We do. We have the players to go and improve it. Leap and Sarah, we got to support. He's got the support, but he's definitely dropping F-bombs when he looked in the mirror tonight. Oh, yeah, for sure. And Eric Hahn, the only plan was always to go from the bottom to the top. That's it. He may be thinking 4 games ahead. Pressure would come if the relegation zone after match 30-ish, maybe. And Andy's, your story is amazing, and it's easy to get carried away. As I said, the championship is a league where any team can beat each other. Absolutely. Andy, make sure you drop me a DM or whatever, too. We do have champ chat shows and things like that to have you in for sure. Love to have you part of the community as well. In Parky, we trust. Easy to grow from there. Yeah. Okay. Yep. This night might be a hot take, but I'm liking what I'm seeing in Matty James. Andrew, that's fine. Synergy takes time and familiarity to work. Absolutely. And I think Shafe's going to mention that too, getting on the training bench together too. Let's see. We have a little bit of go here. It's a short one, 2 minutes.
Ben, defeat today, but a debut for you. I'd imagine it's a day of mixed emotions. Yeah, a little bit. Obviously, nice to get out here, play in front of our home fans, and get some minutes. Not been in a proper game for a while, so yeah, that was good. Good to get to know the boys a little bit more. Obviously,
you just said he hasn't played a game. He hasn't played a real game.
A match day as opposed to training. But yeah, obviously a disappointing result. Thought we created more than enough chances to, probably win the game. But when you concede the type of goals that we conceded, it's really disappointing. But I think the good thing is they're kind of basic areas that can be, cleaned up pretty easily. So, but yeah, we've got to obviously try to hit the positives and, played pretty well in spells and, like I say, hit the positives.
So there you go. He's talking about taking the positives right there too, and we'll get through this real quick too. He is basic errors that can be cleaned up. Yes, basic errors that can be cleaned up on the pitch. They're basic. You know what the basic is? Having better players on the pitch, having faster players on the pitch. And they'll do it. Playing together, having that 5 yards not be 5 yards off. Basic errors. Confident, like I said, it's a wake up call again. But I'm not saying it's doom and gloom at all. I'm not saying that. These guys are professional football players. They know what it's like. Like, if we just, shoot, we should have just, if I slid over another yard or two right there, anticipated that. I knew that so-and-so was going to, make that run, do that. Hardy maybe knocking that chance, a cross goal, back to Kiefer Moore, changes the goals, things like that. Just little errors like that. Not just on defense, on offense too. Making the right pass, being clinical, being better. This is not crazy to think we can't fix this. We can fix this. And the wake-up call is there.
At this level, how do you clean, as you said there, those basic areas to make sure that you are getting points out of these games? I just think, keep working on the training pitch. Creating relationships in training with, still a kind of relatively new group. So, just trying to get good habits and, all done on the training pitch, and then that will translate into games eventually.
Yeah, I agree with that. Getting on the training pitch and getting together and learning people's habits and their cadence and what they do. I know that he likes to run off to the left, or I know that he's going to make a one touch or head it down to me too. Anticipation, not reaction. Anticipation, not reaction. Not just in defense and in offense. Knowing that he's going to go. Doyle likes to go, okay? And that means you got to drop back and cover. Things like that, cover the position. That will come, but here's the problem. Here's the thing. It's on-the-job training right now. This is not wait-and-see time. This is on-the-job training right now for everybody. And we've done it before. We'll do it again. But this is on-the-job training right now. So who's going to step up and wake the fuck up and be good? Who's going to step up? Sorry to swear. Sorry, Mom. Who's going to do it? We have the talent to do it. We're going to do it.
Being a relatively new group, you're clearly a relatively new player. How have you found the settling in period, and how have you found things so far? Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. I get really well with the boys. I know a few of the boys coming in, but really, really good group, good culture. Settled in really nicely, and just looking to keep trying to improve. As I say, keep developing relationships on the pitch, and hopefully as I said, I'll translate to match day, and then we'll start to count results. You've got a full week on the training pitch. Just how key can that be for you and for the lads as you look ahead to quite a long away day in Norwich? Yeah,
Norwich City.
This is another good week's worth of work we can get in. As I say, develop relationships, tighten up on a few things, and games in this league come thick and fast, and it's another good opportunity for us to improve against Norwich and hopefully get a better result.
There you go. I like that. I like him. I like his chat. I like it. Deep and Sarah's challenging everyone to come up with 2 things positive about the game. Okay, fair enough. That's what you want to do. And Jeremy said we had a good team, lots of talent. Improvements will come. That's one. Iron Man's just doing his emoji thing, which is cool. And Deep and Sarah says, Jerome, we have a good team with lots of talent. Improvement. Mike Shane, if you know you're tuning up a whole team, you better get them in the preseason so they have time to gel. Super chat incoming there. I know may cost some of the top players, but you will have a team to not lose points. Yes. Here's the deal. Like I said, I'm going to close this out on this. Look, positives, negatives, all the stuff. The positives are there, moments of brilliance, all that shit, fine margins, blah, blah, blah. We have to win games or else we're screwed. But there are things happening right now why we're not. But the frustrating thing that's happening is that we turn the squad over. Parkinson will figure it out. By the way, if he doesn't, he'll be gone at some point. If he doesn't figure it out at some point, maybe this year or next year, he'll be gone. Okay, so fair enough. But I think he will do it. I think he will. There is so much talent on this team that we haven't even seen yet. We have not even seen our best 11. We've been kicked into Paul Mullins with injuries, with late signings coming in, players going down with separating their elbow, for God's sakes, So give it time. Next week is against Norwich, with everyone talks the best striker in the league. They talk about Sargent. I think it's probably Kone. Sargent's a great player, but it's not going to get easy next week either. We're going away to Norwich. Yo-yo team. Money. Good striker. Cool kid. The Canaries. It's so there you go. So we have to figure it out fast. This is on-the-job training right now. And it better happen fast, or else I don't want us to dig a hole. So, I think we will do it. I think Parkinson will do it. I expect to change squad next week. I don't think it's all Macca's fault, but I don't think Macca's should be starting any way, shape, or form. Back line, you can talk about Cody. You can talk about Hein getting in there, Shafe getting in for Matty James, possibly. Yes, that's probably going to happen too. Who's going to play up front next to Kiefer Moore? Undroppable. By the way, Kiefer Moore is undroppable at this point. Undroppable. Challenge me. Undroppable. Lewis O'Brien, Middle Park. We had players on the bench that could change this game. Wasn't our strongest 11. Players will come back. Windass, I think, has to get fit. Takache has to get back. Got to see Kabore, and the mythical creature that application talks about, which is Thomason. Got to figure that out. What kind of player is he? What's going on? We need depth in the squad. We have it there. And it's on-the-job training at this point. It will not get easier. But all those moments need to be moments of brilliance. Moments need to be moments of brilliance. And we have to get there. We have to figure that. We just do. Sorry, I'm getting really Italian on it. I'm getting really Italian. The hands are up. We do. Sean Bartland dropping. We will go to Norwich and get 3 points. I don't know who we're going to play. What time? I hope so. I hope you're right. I'm not there yet. I want to, Sean. We have to get it. Leap and Sarah, I got more. Max and Dobson we're pushing forward, and Hardy knew when to go in the transition. Hardy's, by the way, you haven't talked about Hardy really at all. Hardy just pops up and does stuff. Interesting player for me. I haven't figured him out for me. Like, I know what kind of player Dobson is. I know what kind of player Kiefer Moore is. I know what kind of player, Barney is, or, Longman, or anyone like that. I don't know what kind of player Hardy is. Hardy just, he puts himself about, and all of a sudden he has a goal or has a good opportunity. He disappears in games that he's in. I haven't figured him out yet. I'm not saying he's a bad player. I just haven't figured out what type of player he is. Could have scored a goal. Should have an assist. He's thrown a goal. Doesn't have the pace to get there. But I'm not quite sure what type of player he is. But he can score goals. He had a great opportunity to just miss one. Bad angle. So for us, we're still trying to figure this out ourselves as supporters. We're not going to know everyone's cadence and how they go out and play. We haven't seen everybody. But Hardy, to me, is like, is he awesome? Is he average? I don't know. I know Kiefer Moore, what he does up front. I know what Sam Smith does. A little concerned about Sam Smith, but I'm giving him a pass because he had an operation on his leg to get a tumor out. I'm giving him a pass a little bit. He didn't start games. It's tough to get into the games when the game is up and running. You come on 68 minute, whatever it is. So, but look, it was a bit of a rant today. I'll give it that. It's a bit of a rant, but it's not over. Give them the time. Give Parkinson time to figure it out. If in 10 games we don't figure it out and we're piss poor, we will have a different conversation. But we're not going to sit here and be like, well, fine margins, losing games. Can't support that. You can't support that. Sorry. Wayne says he's a pickpocket. In a few games, I've seen him. Hardy has not been finishing. Okay, fair enough. And Hardy is an enigma of a striker. This is Matt White. I hope Kakachi and Kabori are the wingbacks next match. I think Kakachi, I don't know. I don't know. But we have to figure that out too. Thomason is rooming a cast with a ghost. Yes, he is. Leap and Sarah challenged everyone to do some stuff in there to give the positive. Good job, Leap and Sarah. Let it all out, Josh, says Jeremy. Got to do it. Got to do it. I appreciate you, Jeremy. Hardy has done multiple times. Hardy has done multiple times for us. He's our center attacking transition option, but he needs support. Yeah, you can't just be in the graveyard shift. You know what I mean? Windass needs to get on that pitch. Broadhead 2. We haven't seen the best of Broadhead. We haven't seen the best of anybody, to be honest with you. Actually, that's not true. We've seen the best of. Maybe we've seen the best of Keeper Moore. If Keeper Moore keep this up through the rest of the season, great. But we need support around him. So, all right. Anyways, great Wrexham reaction show. Good 4 days. Good four shows today. Game day build up. Ken, Aaron, Patty crushed it. Awesome. I listened to it. Gets me fired up to go do the show. Big shout out to them. Live watch along. The chat was chatting. Awesome. Thank you all very much for that support. Extra Time came back, which was great. And then Wrexham reaction. So 4 big shows today on a game day. No one else gives you that shit. And we're happy to do it. We love it. Tomorrow is, if anything breaks, maybe I'll do I try to take, what do I do tomorrow? Breakfast Club may be happening, but there is a Ring and Rant with Ken. And then Monday night is Champ Chat show. We'll get Champ Chat going again. It's like we're trying to get it firing a little bit. So we'll pick that up. We'll figure it out. So thank y'all for coming in. Smash that like button. You're welcome. You're welcome, Andrew C. Josh, you are a breath of fresh air. You are a devoted fan, but a realist who says it like it is. I'm here with all of you. I'm here with all of you to support this global chat. I love it. It's awesome. Again, duck out of pond most of the times, but I love this shit. I love football. I love this team. I love this community, and all of you. So we have to have honest conversations because it's gonna get. It could get tough. It's gonna be great. We went through the great stuff. It's gonna get tough. We can't get on each other. We're like, you can't talk about this. We have to have conversations. We just do. And I hope we're having positive ones. Regards like, holy shit, we beat that team 5-0. So, and I appreciate the community and what we're all doing here. Josh, we trust you, and on that bomb deal, I trust you too, my friend. Appreciate you. Thank you, Sean. And next game, thank you. I love the I always going in Iron Man 412's always got the emojis in there too. United for City tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be watching that, John. No watch along for me on that one too. I gotta throw things at the wall. Leap and Sarah, thank you. Your rants make the show. Keep on doing it. Just we're just talking. I love it. And enjoyed it. Thanks. Best of luck this season. Andy, come back in, dude. You got to come back in. Got to be part of this community. All right. Got to be part of the community. Love to have a QPR supporter in here. Like I said, we cover championship. We cover the championship too. So get involved, my friend. Get involved. The iFollow stream was good to watch. It was a clean stream. Wanted to put that in there too. Appreciate it. And cheers, Ericon. Cheers to you too. All right. Happy Saturday. 2:24 on a Saturday. Yes, Wrexham did lose 3-1 to QPR. Got a lot of work to do. We unpacked a lot of that there. We got Norwich next week. Got a long week ahead of us. We'll have shows every single day. I'll be in Mexico next week. I will do everything. I will do shows next week from Mexico. But let's keep going. It's not over yet. It's still early doors. Give us a danger on your way out. Well, danger. Okay, there you go. There's your danger. Watch the girls tomorrow. I might check that out. I'll probably be sleeping, but I will watch what I can. And if there are conversations, I think the powers that will be will allow Parker to do his thing and replace it next season. Rob G, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, fair enough. Thoughts on that? Get your thoughts in the chat. Get your bells on. Subscribe. Become a member of the channel if you haven't already. Subscribe. And make sure just get your chat in. Let's keep the conversation going on that bombshell. See y'all soon.